Welcome to our live open house event. We are so excited that you have chosen to join us. This is our third Friday of the month to have done that. We have had some fabulous guests with us. Our first guest was Nancy Zepeda with First Financial Bank. And then last week we had Harvest House with us to talk about their fundraiser, which we held last night. And it was so incredibly phenomenal. Harvest House is trying to end sex trafficking here in Southeast Texas. Thank you to those of you who donated, those of you who came out. We had so much fun. We loved participating with them and being a part of that. If you'd like more information about either of those open house events, you can click the bio and our link, and you will see both of those events, and you can listen to more about Harvest House and what they do, or if you want to see what Nancy talked about, you can see that there as well. We are really excited for this week. We have an incredible guest. Our sweet dear friend Mike Quinn, and he is a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and he is a prominent person in our area. He's been around for a very long time. He has some amazing tips to share with you, so you are not going to want to miss the next two segments. But first, we have a great house that you're about to view. Kim is going to tour you on a property on Brayfield, 6546 Brayfield in Beaumont. It's in Barrington Heights. Watch this beauty.
Hey guys, my name's Kim. I'm a buyer specialist at Dayna Real Estate, and welcome to our first tour of the live open house for today. So I'm currently here at 6546 Brayfield in the highly sought after Barrington Heights edition. Let me show you some things in this gorgeous 4-bedroom, 4-bath home that kind of set it apart. So right through this gorgeous entryway, we have these beautiful wood floors that tie into this rich wood beams all along the top. And right off of the entryway, we have our formal dining area with this super classy chandelier and those built-out windows. So right off of that, we have our guest quarters of the home. These wood floors are all throughout the home that make it super cozy, and two gorgeous windows that bring in that natural light and a built-out closet for lots of storage. To go with our guest bedroom, we have our guest bath. It's got lots of storage space underneath with those granite countertops and that subway tile shower. So this brings us into our living area. Super great space. We have the crown molding all throughout with the recessed lighting and the brick fireplace broken up with this wood mantle that ties in that rich wood. Off of the living space, we have our 2 bedrooms. Once again, the wood floors. These bedrooms are such a great size, and they have a gorgeous, huge built-out closet, lots of storage, and it takes us into our shared bathroom. So it is a Jack and Jill. We have our common area with the shower and the toilet with some extra cabinet space over here. And then we have double vanities along the walls with lots of storage for each side and those huge mirrors. This takes us back into our second bedroom. Once again, huge closet, walk-in, and back throughout our living area. So I really feel like this home kind of takes open concept to a whole nother level. The living area opens up into the kitchen, lots of built-ins, customs, and we have our island over here with the next level appliances, and we even have our eat-in part of the kitchen that looks throughout our view of the backyard. So, like I said, we have our built-ins for our refrigerator and even a desk space over here. This takes us into our master area, a linen closet right here, and these huge built-out windows with the molding throughout the ceiling as well as that recessed lighting. So once again, our builder outdid it with the space. We have this gorgeous master bath, double sinks, a vanity in between, and some cabinetry below. We have this gorgeous garden tub, and we have a double shower heads. So right through here we have our master closet. Once again, the builder did such a great job utilizing the space that we have in here. We have the consistent wood floors that change from the tile in the bathroom and those built-ins as well as those shelvings. So one of the main things that I love about this house is happening with the builders as they build these beautiful homes. They add in these laundry rooms right off of the master bath and these gorgeous huge sinks. I think that's so convenient. This takes us into the mud area of the home. From top to bottom, we have these shelves below that makes it super easy to put shoes and hang purses and backpacks and things like that. So right there, here we have our garage. We just have extra storage space. And this takes us back into our kitchen area. So let me show y'all this pantry. We have the tile throughout here as well. Lots of shelves, makes it super convenient to put all of the things, all of the groceries. And right through here we have our flex space. So notice how this is carpeted. I think that he was super intentional about thinking, the kids being up here, making lots of noise, and the master being below. We have a bathroom up here, full bath, stand-in shower, bathtub as well, cabinet space, lots of storage, and we have these individual built-out windows that bring in all of the natural light, makes the space seem even bigger than it is, and this neutral color palette definitely adds that feel too. So let me take y'all back downstairs and back into where we started with this formal dining area. All right, thank y'all so much for joining us on this live open tour. I know it was such a pleasure to get to be able to do this for y'all. So don't forget, if you need more information on this gorgeous home, be sure to click the link in our bio. And thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Kim. What a great house. Well, we have 2 additional properties we want to show you today, but first we want to get to Mike Quinn, who is a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we want to get some information from him. So first, Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Dana, thank you. Don't overdo my prominence in the community. I'm a native Southeast Texan. I was born and raised here in the Golden Triangle, and was very fortunate to marry my childhood sweetheart, Allison, and we've been married for more than 45 years now, and she was and is the perfect mother to our 3 kids. We just were blessed with 3 fantastic children. And now, along with their amazing spouses, they all are highly successful and good people.
Yeah.
And they've given us 6 absolutely wonderful grandchildren, and now Allison is the perfect grandmother for them. But I've worked for Edward Jones for a little over 15 years, and I was in the financial industry for some years before that, and just enjoy the entire process of being a financial advisor and helping people.
Right. Well, I'm going to go back to the grandmother part.
Mm-hmm.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Many of you know I'm a new grandma, and going to be a new grandma to a second one, so I'm so excited. So those grandbabies, we could talk forever just on that, but we won't do that.
Great.
So tell me a little bit more about, why did you choose this path?
Well, my mission always was to find a vocation that was challenging, that was rewarding, that provided a high level of autonomy for myself and my family, but also allowed me to work with folks and help folks. I mean, that's what I want to do, is help people. And my partnership with Edward Jones is so fulfilling, allows me to do all of that.
Yeah.
And I really view my work with my clients as an extension of just my personal ministry.
Right.
And I was led to this without question, and I love it.
Yeah, well, we have similar stories, so I'm in the same boat as you are, and I feel the same way. So can you tell everyone, what exactly is a financial advisor?
Well, as a financial advisor, I'm a trained professional, and my mission is to help clients with wealth accumulation, wealth protection, wealth management, wealth transfer, and all the things that go along with that. That can be education funding, retirement planning, end-of-life planning, those kinds of things.
Okay, so if someone came to you for the first time, what does that kind of look like in your introductory visit?
We value developing deep personal relationships with our clients.
Right.
And so when somebody contacts me and wants to work with me, the first step is come in and let's sit down. Let's sit down face to face. I want you to get to know me. I want to know you. And primarily, I want to know what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish?
Right.
And articulate that. And let's be specific about that.
Yeah.
And then we work in collaboration to develop a personalized plan
Right.
to help them achieve that goal.
Yeah.
And then going forward, I want to partner with them to ensure we stay on track so that ultimately they can accomplish that.
So it looks different for every single person.
Everybody has their own
Yeah.
unique story, their own
Right.
unique goal, and we personalize what we do for each people based on those needs and wishes.
So how necessary is it for a person to have a financial advisor?
I think it's hugely important.
Yeah.
My role in the emotional and anxious process of accumulating, managing, and distributing wealth
Right.
is tough on people.
Yeah.
And my role is to be that objective, calm voice to help people weather the volatility of the market,
Right.
to be there to remind them, let's focus on the goal.
Right.
Can people do it by themselves? Absolutely. But how many sleepless nights do they want, and how much
Yeah.
time do they want to devote to it?
Yeah.
And will they get a better result by engaging a trained professional?
Yeah, and you've seen so much. I mean, you've weathered many storms, and so literally.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you have a history of this is how it happened in the past. Let's look forward to this way. So, would you recommend someone who's thinking about buying a house speak to a financial advisor prior to doing that?
Absolutely. And not only a financial advisor, but a tax professional as well.
Okay.
Yes, your home becomes in some cases, a very huge portion of your portfolio.
Right.
And it is an asset that needs to be properly managed over time, acquired, maintained, and eventually disposed of.
Right.
And you need a financial advisor to help you make sure the steps you're taking
Yeah.
keep you on the go.
Exactly. Well, now let's talk about home seller. Is that important
Same
as
way.
well?
They're on the buyer and seller side, there's going to be both positive and negative tax implications. And we want to make sure you walk through that
Yeah.
and make the best choices. So certainly a seller needs to know how can I avoid taxes, how can I make the best use of my proceeds, whatever you decide to do with it. But absolutely, both sides of that transaction, people need assistance.
Yeah, and what are some of the typical questions you get, or the things that you need to answer? I know you've just talked about a few. Are there any others that are really important to know before you do that?
Well, when folks come in, they to talk about acquiring a house, again, I go back to the goals. What's the mission? What are we trying to accomplish?
Right.
But let's make sure that we don't have a significant negative impact on your cash flow.
Right.
We don't want to disrupt the portfolio. And so make sure that the steps that are made regarding financing, down payments, all that stuff fits in with the plan, and also that we're not hurting their cash flow or hurting the portfolio.
Right, and putting them in a bad position
That's
long
right.
term. And
That's
so you're just wanting to protect them, make sure that what they're doing is the best thing for them personally.
Exactly.
Yeah, great.
Right.
Well, I love all of the tips we're getting from Mike, and he's coming back in our next segment and going to ask him some additional questions for him to answer. But first, I want you to see Dayna is showing 1245 Oakcrest here in Beaumont, and you're not going to want to miss this house.
Hi everybody, welcome to our live open house event on this Friday afternoon. We are so glad that you're watching. I am here today at 1245 Oakcrest Circle. It is in the Calder Place Edition in Beaumont. It sits on this really quaint and quiet street with just a few houses in a cul-de-sac, and it's just precious. This home is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage. It has 1,908 square feet of living. It sits on 0.36 acres, so it sits on a little bit of an oversized lot, and it has a pool with still plenty of space that they have some chickens and some garden area, so I can't wait to show you guys that. This home is going to be listed at $255,900. Let's go check it out. Right when we walk in, there's this beautiful entry, and it opens right into the living room and dining area. This is a very large space with beautiful laminate flooring. It also has great windows, perfect for natural light to come in, and it's just a great little entertaining area. One of the things that I also love about this dining room is that it is right off the kitchen. But let me show you something really neat. When you walk over here, you'll notice that there are pocket doors on each side. So it does provide a little bit of privacy if you chose to break up the space. So I love that that has an option to do that. We walk right into this kitchen that has this large island workspace area, which I love, with bar stools, perfect for entertaining, as well as a prep space to get dinner ready. And then to my left, we have this nice built-in cabinet area with a knee space. So it's great for kids that are working on homework and you're getting dinner ready, or a place to put bills and things that just kind of pile up. I also love that this kitchen has a window above the sink. I think it's just such a nice touch. I can look out there right now and see the chickens running around, so it's super cute. And then right off the kitchen area is this bar area that they have. They're using it as a coffee bar, which is such a cute idea. I love that. Keeps the Keurig kind of tucked away. And also it is a laundry area. So it's perfect for the washer and dryer. They're just tucked away, tucked underneath. And so it leaves space for everything else. It's really great. To my left is the 2-car garage that I talked to you about earlier. And now we're gonna go check out those bedrooms right after we look at this beautiful family room. I love this family room. It has this bricked fireplace, wood burning. And one of the things that they've added to this house that's such a nice touch is the recessed lighting. Recessed lighting is a great added feature because it provides a lot more light without it having to be the natural light that comes in through these windows, which is also great, but it's definitely a nice touch. Right down this hall is the first bathroom of the 2. This bathroom, I love that they added this knee space area in the back. This built-in area is perfect to do your makeup. It also has an outlet right there so you could do your hair and sit down. And what girl does not love a place to sit and do her makeup and hair? It's a great little added feature. Guest bedroom number 1 is this great area with this beautiful window. I actually don't have the light on in this room for a reason. I wanted you to see that this window provides so much natural light, and it's a cloudy day, so it's perfect. I love it. I think it's a great feature. I also love the color tones of this home. One thing when you're wanting to update your home that you can do is keep it really neutral. I love when I walk into homes and there are those grays or the neutral whites. Those kinds of tones and are a great feature if you're looking to add or do something. Bedroom number 2 is this good-sized guest bedroom, also with laminate flooring. One thing that's really great also about this house is that there is no carpet. So there are solid wood surfaces throughout this entire home. Great for someone with allergies like me. I do love the built-ins on each side of this window. It is a perfect touch. It frames out this window so well. And I love how they put the bed right tucked in between. I think that's such a cute idea. The next bedroom we're going to go to is the master. This master bedroom features his and her closets. So there's 2 separate closets, which I think is a great feature. I also love they added this barn door here that allows you access right into the master bathroom. I think that's such a great touch. I also love this little bookshelf and bookcase that they have here with also more cabinet space. I think that's such a nice feature and kind of takes up some of the space that would have been just wasted wall space. So that's a great feature. But the real jewel of this house is the backyard. So let's go check it out. This yard sits on 0.36 acres, like I said earlier, and so it's a great oversized lot. There's a pool that is a very good size, but you don't feel like it takes up the whole backyard. One thing that I love about this pool is not only that it is a beautiful waterfall view, but it also has what's called cantilever decking. That means that the decking goes straight to the pool and it provides this seamless look. I think that's such a nice touch. It's also screened in completely. So this whole space that we're currently in right now is screened, and it is a perfect space for entertaining. You will also see behind me the chicken coop. I think that is adorable. They have chickens running around. And there's also in the back corner a lovely garden area where they're growing a lot of their own fresh produce. So it is a perfect space if you are an entertainer or you have a green thumb, which I do not. I wish I did. So it's a great space to be able to do all those things in. Again, I am at 1245 Oakcrest Circle. If you're interested in this property or any property that you see today, please make sure you click the link in our bio. We have somebody that would love to help you, or you can call our office. Our telephone number is 409-866-8326. And again, it was great having you guys. Dayna is going to continue her talk with Mike, and they're going to talk about all the things that are not fun, like finances. So check them out.
Welcome back. We're so excited to have seen that house on Oakcrest. Thank you, Danae. Again, we're here with Mike Quinn, and he is sharing information with us. He's a financial advisor, and in our last segment, he talks about the benefits of visiting with a financial advisor before you buy or sell property and how that could impact you long term. So how often do buyers or sellers consult with you prior to doing that?
Well, we work very hard to have a deep relationship with our clients in our branch, and so there's obviously a very high level of trust, and it's not just on the houses, but any substantial purchase. It's just a matter of routine. If they're going to buy a house, sell a house, change things out, they want to come and let's sit down and talk. How does that impact our likelihood of achieving the goal? What's it going to do to the portfolio? Is this the right thing to do?
So it's keeping that focus, their focus, and
on the goal,
and
cash flows and portfolio balance and those kinds of things.
So can you share any stories about when they've done that and it's impacted one way or the other, and how you handled that?
Sure. I have I've got a friend of mine. She is a widow and owned a property, but wanted to do some significant renovations. And she came to me, and we talked about it, and I gave her the advice: you need to go get a home improvement loan. It's easy to acquire. You're not going to have a problem with that. That is your best option to do all these things you're talking about. Well, she was very averse to having any kind of lien on her home. You know, her husband didn't believe in having liens on the home. And so we worked out some alternative financing for her through Edward Jones. And even though it wasn't what I recommended, it worked, but I continued to speak to her and eventually was able to help her understand that she could trade what was a non-deductible interest loan at a higher rate for a lower, potentially tax-deductible interest loan, and at the same time lower her cash flow, reduce the load on her portfolio. That would involve, obviously, with the home improvement loan, taking out a lien. But she did that and was super happy about it, the way it worked out.
So you understand all the pieces that work together and how it could impact her, which she may not have understood all of that until you were able to give her those steps.
It was her resistance to no lien. I just don't want the lien. Another one was, again, it was a widow that lost her home in the flood and needed to buy another place. And she came to me, and I'm going to buy a condo. And I said, let's just work out some good financing. We can do that. No, I don't want a note. I don't want a note. And unfortunately was not able to persuade her to secure a mortgage. And instead she made a substantial withdrawal from her portfolio that had a very negative impact on it. But she acquired the house, or the condominium, and subsequently admitted, that probably was not the best choice, but she was already there and committed.
Yeah, well, with interest rates where they are, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're giving the best advice you can, but again, the client gets to choose.
The client gets to choose.
Yeah.
It's their money. Ultimately, we advise, they decide.
Yeah, exactly. So with the way the market is right now, with the interest rates and how things are, what would you tell someone who's looking to purchase? I know it's different for every person.
It's
but
different for every person, but with mortgage rates as low as they are now, you know, maybe not quite the historical lows, but certainly super close to that.
Absolutely.
And even with the volatility in the markets, the returns are good. And that makes it a good time. As the spread between interest rates on the mortgage and returns on the
Yeah.
investments widens, it makes it more and more attractive. Go get that mortgage.
Right.
And ultimately, we wind up using a portion of the portfolio growth
Yeah.
to help cover that note if necessary. If it doesn't fit into their budget, we can supplement it through using their portfolio growth. And man, it just turns out well.
Right, right. So what are some financial long-term gains in purchasing a home?
Well, again, it's an asset, and it's an ownership asset that you have in your portfolio, and it is an asset that at some point is going to be convertible to cash. So the nice home in the right area that is properly maintained and renovated generally is going to appreciate over time,
Right.
and that puts a profit in your hands. Ultimately, all of us will face long-term care needs or wealth transfer that we want to do. We get an appreciated asset that we can convert into cash at some point down the road and accomplish those things.
And then accomplish the goals at the moment.
Correct.
So you're trying to prep them for that.
That's right.
Yeah. So what is the difference in your mind for someone if they're wanting to rent versus purchase? What does that look like?
Renting can be and is an attractive short-term solution.
Right.
But in my opinion, it needs to be kept short-term. The true answer is having ownership, owning an asset. Renting is a negative cash flow. It's a cash flow out with no return. There is no return.
Right.
The flip side, you own a home. Yes, there's still a cash flow, but you own now a potentially appreciating asset. Again, later on can be converted into cash.
Right.
You can rent for years, and at the end of the day, you just spend a lot of money. You have nothing really to show for it.
Right. And you're really investing in someone else's asset.
That's right.
At that
That's
point in
right.
time. So if someone is watching and has some additional questions for you about something we maybe haven't discussed that's important to them, how would they get in contact with you, and what does that look like?
It's easy to get in touch with us. I believe you said our information is on the site. Call my office anytime.
Right.
We're going to respond to your call. We're going to take your call. You can also access my website and message me through that.
Right.
But we value face-to-face meetings with
Yeah.
folks. Again, I want them to get to know me. I want to know them. And our process is come in. Where are you now? What are you trying to get to? Let's work together to get that personalized plan to get you there, and then let's stay on track to do it.
Right.
Whether it's home purchase is an immediate goal, if we're working on retirement planning. My youngest client is 18.
Wow.
And I actually have some minors, quite a number of accounts that are minors accounts that are managed by custodians.
Right.
My oldest client is 99. And so it's the range of people that come to see me. And it's either young people just entering the workforce
Right.
that want to get started on retirement planning as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It's young couples that are interested in education funding or protecting income. It's people that are preparing for retirement, or they're clients that are now living in retirement, and we want to make sure they can continue to live comfortably and then address the wealth transfer strategies. And we all will face at some point some kind of long-term care need, and we work extensively with folks to address that as well.
Yeah, I love that you brought up that you have the range, because I think for some people the misconception is that, well, I don't need a financial advisor because I don't have a lot of money.
Well, I appreciate that. misconceptions about working with a financial advisor, misconceptions about
Buying a house.
buying a home.
Right.
With the financial advisor, you don't need a lot of money. You need some money,
Right.
and you need to be disciplined to start saving and working and stick with the budget and stick with the plan.
That's right.
But same thing on buying a house.
That's
One of the
right.
misconceptions there, people say, there's no way I can afford a house.
Right.
I don't have enough income. Well, let's look at that and see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of attractive financing options that are out there.
Yes.
There's a lot of ways you can use what you have to leverage that to get a home. The other side of that coin, though, on the misconception about the home purchase, people often underestimate the true cost.
Yes.
They look at just the principal and interest. Wait a minute, you've got property taxes, you have insurance,
That's
you have
right.
upkeep and maintenance. And again, you want that asset to appreciate in value. And the tax side can be positive or negative, but they either underestimate their ability to acquire one or they underestimate the cost to own one.
Right. Well, that's great information. And if you have additional questions, you can reach out to Mike. His link is in our bio, and so it will get you to him. And he is open to answer your questions. Same thing for us. We're very open to answer any of your questions. Any of the properties that you see today, you can also find the link in our bio. And we have another house coming up to show you, and we have Rakita. And Rakita is out on 13590 Rolling Hills in Bevel Oaks.
Hey everybody, Rakita Harper here, your buyer specialist with Dayna Simmons Real Estate. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to watch our live open house event again. I'm sure you enjoyed watching those other two homes, but for right now, I want you to join me at 13590 Rolling Hills in Bevel Oaks. This home is a 2,109 square foot home. It is fully remodeled throughout. You'll love all the flooring and the neutrals and all the space that it has. I can't wait to show you. But anyway, it's listed at $229,000. So let's go in and take a look at it. Okay, we've got tile floors throughout and an entry to your attached two-car garage right here. So looking this way, you'll notice down the hall are like all the bedrooms and bathrooms. And then here, I actually want to show you how much space is in this laundry area. You've got your laundry room here, but your mud room here, and another entrance to the two-car garage. So lots of space. This home makes very good use of the space, by the way. If you're a minimalist, I'm sure you like all the neutral colors, clean lines. And check this out, the living room. Complete with a vintage fireplace over in the corner. And like I said, lots of neutral colors. I love the tray ceilings in here too, and the natural lighting that you get by the windows and the patio door. Also, if you notice, come this way. This home sits on about a half an acre. And you can look out here and see that you have a covered patio, a fenced backyard, and even a shop over to the right corner of the yard. And then from here, you go into the breakfast area. Remember in my last video last week, I told you guys about picture windows? Here's another one. You cannot open a picture window, and it's called a picture window because, you know, your view is not, what's the word? Obstructed? Is that the word? Okay. Anyway, but you've got your white cabinets, granite countertops here, all electric stove, and a walk-in pantry too. That's right here. Plenty of space in the pantry, stainless appliances. And now we'll go down the hall to see the bedrooms and bathrooms. The shared bathroom is here to my right. The toilet and shower is separate from the sinks. Then you have bedroom number one this way. Notice the dark wood flooring in contrast to the light tile in the hallway. All the bedrooms have the same flooring, by the way. This is bedroom number 2 turned man cave. So you can do with it what you need to. But if you notice, also, the rooms are very spacious as well. And like I told you in the beginning, this home at 2,109 square feet, they make very good use of the space here. So you can too. And now we're in our master suite. And the master suite has, come this way, same wood floors, a very spacious walk-in closet here. And then you've got your tub shower combo, double sinks, and the linen closet is there. So, yeah. Now again, if you have questions or anything that you would like to know about this house or any of the other ones that you've seen, you can always call our office at 409-866-8326. Let's take another pass through the kitchen. And also another view of this precious living room. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed touring this home with me. It was my pleasure to show it to you. And I hope you join us again next week for our live open house event.
Welcome back. Thank you, Rakita. Beautiful homes today. If you have any questions about any of the houses, you can chat on Facebook and one of our team members can reach out to us. You are welcome to give our office a call. We're happy to visit with you about any questions you have about any of these properties. We are so thankful to have had Mike Quinn here with us, giving us amazing information. If you're just now joining us, you need to go back and listen. You gave us some wonderful advice and information that we needed. Share anything else that you want to make sure our people hear.
Well, I would say we're very easy to be contacted. It's easy to reach us at our office. We like working with folks. We want to. You don't have to have a ton of money to come work with us. Our job is to help you get to that point. But feel free to call us. We're open to answer any questions that you might have about the process. Look forward to working with you.
Mike, thank you so much for sharing your wealth of knowledge, and we appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. A couple of things I want to just wrap up with. Bow Olympics has been rescheduled from this Saturday to next Saturday. Please join us. We are going to be out there next week with our community, excited about all that Beaumont is going to offer on the lawn of the event center. You can follow our Facebook page because we're going to give you additional information about what you can expect and what all will be out there. The event is free and you can win Beaumont swag. So come join us out there. Let's have a great time, and we look forward to seeing you next Saturday.